Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. So I'm really excited today because I just got this in the mail. This is a old palette, I think from ColourPop, but I've said before I have only been into makeup for a little under a year now, so I didn't get to do Christmas the last time around. So this is a new to me palette and I am super stoked about it. Rudolph is one of my favorite childhood movies, so I'm going to try and do a look with this. So let's check out the colors and take the little thing off. It's kind of a neutral palette. There's a lot of browns and tans and beiges, but then there's got like this really pretty green. It's really pretty pink, and I think this is going to be a neat red. So I'm really excited to kind of give this palette a try and see what kind of neat eye looks I can make with this. So let's go. So as I always try to do, I'm going to start off with a touch of eye primer, just because I feel like that helps color lay down better on my eye. Okay, I've got my primer on. What I always have been using for my brows is this brow gel that's also from ColourPop. This one is, I think the color is called brown. There it is. It's just their brown brow gel. And I really like brow gel just because it's not as, like, it doesn't really look like I defined my brows. Because I feel like that creates a more polished look than I'm actually going for. Okay, got brows done. Got the primer down. Now we're gonna dip into the palette. Gosh, so I've been thinking about this, looking at it, because it's like meant to be a neutral kind of palette, but I'm not a neutral look kind of gal. So I'm trying to think about what I want to do. I think I'm gonna go with some green and then maybe put this, like, so we'll do a neutral, but then with some green towards the outside, and then shimmer it up maybe with some red towards the front, so it'll look kind of red green Christmas. We'll see. I think this green and this like purple pink could also look really, really pretty together. I'd like to try that at some point, but we're gonna try red green Christmas look. That's gonna be our thing today. Okay, so I'm gonna start with a really fluffy brush and just going all over the place with that eat color that I showed you. This like super neutral brown. I feel like this works really well as a neutral for my skin tone. It's coming off a little reddish, but like not in a bad way. Just enough to add a little bit of difference. I do have a very olivey kind of yellow undertone to me, so a lot of things come out kind of reddish pinkish on me. Okay, I think that's looking pretty good. Alright, so we've got this color on, and I think it's blended in pretty well. So now I'm going to go in with a tighter brush. Use this one right here. See, it's got a little bit tighter. It's called a detail brush. And I'm going to go in with that dark green. This one is called Christmassy Time. I love that. It's a cute word. Kind of thing I would say, to be totally honest. So okay, and I'm just gonna put this in the outer bits. So I'm not gonna lie, on first application this is proving difficult to work with. It's a little patchy. And I said before, and I'll say it again, I am not a makeup expert, so this is definitely possible user error. I'm just, as a beginner, struggling a little bit to get this to look nice. Okay, so I'm going to go back in with Eat Eat. And just sort of try and blend that a little bit. Soften it. Hopefully reduce some of the patchiness. Okay, that's not bad. This kind of looks like a nice smoky. I know, it's just a little green. I'm not sure this is the shade I would choose for a smoky eye, but you know, we work with what we've got. That's how you learn anything, right? You work with what you got. You do your best. See how it turns out. Which is disappointing because this was one of the colors I like best. I'm really excited for the shimmers on this one, but I like a nice matte to go with the shimmer sometimes. A lot of times, actually. I feel like it makes shimmers pop more to have a nice matte with them. This is struggling with this one. Okay, now I feel like I got that too far in, so I'm gonna have to bring it in on that side too. It's like the eyebrow conundrum, you know, where you trim your eyebrow too short on one side, and then you have to do it on the other side, and eventually you have no eyebrows. It is magical how much of a difference blending makes. Like I could sit here and blend for a long, long time, and that's what really ultimately improves mistakes, I think, is if you have the time to sit there and blend it out, it can turn out not so bad. Okay, so now I have like my whole lid covered in this dark green, which is not what I was going for. But it's not terrible. It kind of matches now, both sides. Okay, so that was the whole thing, that color. I still really want to try the red and green thing. So I'm going to go in with this shimmer, Handsome Nose. And when I do a shimmer, I like to just use my fingers. I think it's just easier that way and looks nicer. It's kind of coming together. Oh, I'm kind of liking this. The pop of red is fun. This is not the most pigmented shimmer in the world, but it's doing the job. Okay, I really love this. I think this is cute. The last thing that I'm going to do is I think this is going to benefit from some inner corner work. So I'm going to put Elf Practice right in my inner corner. Just continuing on with that red and green theme. Did I mention I like color? brush to blend that in just a tiny bit. It's kind of cute. I think it needs a little more color though. That's pretty much my rallying cry. Needs more color. I think that's super cute. Now, normally I would put some color under my eye, but I don't think I want to do. I didn't want to do it with my shadow today. I think I'm going to use a liquid eyeliner, which I don't use very often. I actually prefer to use shadow, but we're just going to try this. Okay, and in keeping with the theme we've got going on, I'm going to use some red and green eyeliner. This one is called Sword. It's also from ColourPop. Oh, there we go. And this is a red, and I think I'm going to put that on my bottom. Okay, and this one's called Locket, also from ColourPop. And that's just a nice green that I think kind of helps the look blend, since we've got the green on the top and the bottom. I very rarely use eyeliner on the top lid. And that's because I have such hooded eyes. I feel like if I put eyeliner on, it's hard to even see the color I have on my lids. But I feel like this red stands out enough that we're gonna be okay. A little too thick on that side. Not quite what I wanted, but that's okay. Okay, I'm gonna do my mascara. There's mascara. The blush I'm using is also from ColourPop. This one is called Woo Me. I picked this one because it's also a nice reddish. I feel like it might not be quite the right red for how that shadow ended up turning out, but we're gonna give it a go and see how it looks. I'm gonna put on not too much because I feel like this eye look is really loud already. I've been using Blend Bunny blushes a lot lately, and those are just like, whew, pigmented, so I'm not used to having to go back in. So my lighting in here is a little bit different on two sides, so it's hard to say exactly. That looks pretty good. I don't know. Hard to say. Then for my highlighter, I have this, it's called the Vintage Lace palette. It's from Revolution. And I thought that this one, it's kind of a dark highlighter. Like I said, I don't follow a lot of makeup rules. I probably should. But for me, the point is less to look good and more to be fun. So here we are. I'm trying this one because it's got those kind of red sparkles in it, and I wanted some red sparkles. It really is more of a golden than a... Maybe in the sun it shifts red. It's always so funny to me when you can see a color in the compact, but then you use it and it's like not there. Where did it go? It's just, I don't know, the nature of this kind of thing that amuses me. Okay. Got a little too low with it over here. Try to blend it back up. There we go. Okay. So just 'cause I'm feeling like being a little eccentric today, you know, with the red and green. I'm going to go in with the Red Velvet Butter Gloss from NYX. I really like their butter glosses, but they're really pigmented. Maybe not the right choice for this look. Okay. I tend to use kind of a thin coat with these butter glosses because I feel like then the effect isn't quite as bold, I guess. I like a bold lip, but I don't like a bold lip, so it's this whole internal debate I go through. So that is the look. The ColourPop and Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer palette. Show you the eyes a little bit more. I don't know, it's a little over the top. So about the shades that I used, I really liked that red. The green was a little patchy. I don't know if it was the best V corner of the eye shade. Maybe, I don't know. I think it does look cute. I think it just looks more glammy than I was going for. I was going for like a sparkly Christmas look, and it turned into this very smoky eye red shadow look. So yeah, I'm kind of excited to try the light pink and the light green shades because I think those would turn into a really pretty kind of sugar plum fairy kind of a look for Christmas time. And Eat was an absolutely fantastic transition shade. I love that. Super neutral on my face. And that was awesome because it's kind of hard for me to find neutrals that look nice. So that is the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer palette from ColourPop. I think they're still available on the website as of the beginning of November today, but I don't know how long they will last. So you might want to grab one. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, bearing with me through the many adventures that I have while trying to learn how to do makeup things. If you have any questions, please do feel free to leave a comment down below or anything you'd like to say. I'd love to read it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have an absolutely wonderful day.